Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of my cheese runs. This is going to be some more casual videos for mechanics or certain evolutions or builds that I find to be a little too cheesy or too overpowered for my normal Distortion 20 runs. So for these, since they're going to be more casual and simple, I'm just going to keep the distortions off. I just don't feel like playing with them on all the time. And then for this build, all you need is alchemy. What you put as your second element is up to you. And then the only other thing you need is just tasting to respawn your plants every day. My other two options are going to be slow digest to make the potion effects longer, and then mystic transmutation to make the potion effects stronger. But you can change these around for whatever type of build you're doing. This build can be used in so many different ways. Anything that a potion can do, you can make this build do extremely well. Alright, we need to get things going with the herbalist as fast as possible. I'll explain that in a bit once we get there and make sure it actually works properly. And then, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and set up my catapult towers. Oh, hang on, it looks like my music is not wanting to start for some reason. Alright, there we go. And now in a second, we'll see if everything worked properly. We get one legendary here, and voila, second legendary. So every time I feel like I know the rules behind this thing, it's like I have one run where suddenly it doesn't work. But anyways, what I do is I buy the legendary plants immediately. It seems like if you buy it before 10 seconds, 90% of the time, your plants will be seated in the same spot. But I don't know what happens sometimes that throws it off like the other 10%. Maybe there's another, like, secondary rule, or maybe instead of it being seated towards when you buy the plant, it's how fast you uncover them, or if you uncover them at the same time each run. I don't know. From what I've been able to get working consistently, I just buy it before 10 seconds, and then I go find the legendary plant, and it should be in the same location every time. So this is the first bit of cheese. We also got a really good seeded map here, where I can find both legendary plants right next to each other, and I have 200% auto attack damage at level 1. I can actually just walk up and start fighting some of these green tier camps immediately. I also need to get a couple levels in there, because the money will be useful for... I need to level up towers a lot this run, because Zyrinth kinda sucks ass at clearing the night waves, especially against the zombie legion that we're fighting in this run. Oops, that was fate. I should be prioritizing for arcane amps more than fate, but I can use both of them, so it's not a big deal. And now, as soon as I pop my potion, I start doing like 3 to 6 times my damage, depending on if I crit or not. And I can easily just take out this camp right away. Normally, as Zyrinth, you can do green camps on day 1, just because Zyrinth is so safe, but it's normally not time efficient is the thing. And then now that we're level 2, I probably should have even gotten level 2 before I popped my potion and did that camp, but it's not a huge deal. Now that I'm level 2, I got a passive that as long as my arcane amps are the highest amp, my potions and my mystic transmutation will last longer. And then what Mystic Transmutation is going to do is just use all of my potion effects. Something that'll be important for this run, too, is that Mystic Transmutation can stack with your potions. So in this run, where I'm getting potions to be ridiculously strong fast, being able to also double their effects and stack them is also just going to make me way more massively powerful than I should be. So here, now that I have both of them up, I can even just walk up and take a camp that has both of the enemies instead of just one. Oh, they're not quite grouped well enough that I can power shot both of them. So this is going to take a little bit longer. The only problem with this is that for day one, there's going to be a lot of downtime when the potions and the Mystic Transmutation is on cooldown. Because the Mystic Transmutation has a very long cooldown, but by day two, we're going to solve that problem almost entirely. There will still be some downtime, but not nearly as much. Build might not look too overpowered right now, but things are going to snowball out of control very quickly with each day that passes. I'm planning on killing the main boss at day 3, pretty much like as soon as day 3 starts even. But for now, we just gotta get through the little bit of a weak early phase, if you could even call this weak. It's a lot more than you could do with some other builds at day 1. So if you're going to run this with distortions, then you will have to delay the build just a tiny bit. Instead of having the slow digest at your first level up, you would need to have just tasting there, because just tasting is the most important part of the build, which we'll talk about as soon as it actually comes into play. I've also kind of fucked my amps here too, but that's just kinda how the luck went. Now that blue amps aren't the highest, I don't get that extra potion duration, but it's not a huge deal. And then I'm gonna grab a couple levels in my towers here, because like I said before, Zyrinth is pretty bad at clearing the night waves of this type of enemy. He's a lot better against the Vampire Legion, because the Vampire Legion has the least amount of units per wave, and they have pretty lower to mid-range health, while the Zombie Legion has the tankiest of the units, and also the most units at once. And Zyrinth doesn't really have a lot to wave clear with in the high ages. Ranged volley doesn't scale that well. And then his other options are like power shot, which are based on energy. There is a legendary potion that I would recommend for him. If you're running the green potion, you can get a legendary effect that prevents all energy loss. That will let you clear the waves much easier. So here I don't even think I'm gonna waste my potions. The towers, if they both fire at the same time, will just one-shot every time they fire. So I'm just mostly here for the EXP. Because I need to hit level 4 before the first day ends. Sure, we'll grab the stun for Moonfrost. Anything we pick up during the run doesn't really matter too much either. The set of evolutions we took is more than enough to cheese the run. Really, that's how most builds work in general, not just cheese builds. Your 3 evolutions that you pick at the start should be strong enough to guarantee you a win, no matter what. Well, there's still one guy on there. They got it. And now I just need to wait for morning to come back around, and then we will become incredibly powerful. Until then, I can keep picking off some of these green tier camps one by one. I guess once it turns day 2, it'll be a lot easier to fix my amplifiers as well. What do you have, by the way? I'm gonna be spending all my gold, so that's not worth it. One thing I can also do right now is walk up here and remove its Fate Armor. The enemy jungle camps don't get their Fate Armor or their HP back. So if you have nothing better to do for a little bit, walking in and just damaging them a little bit or taking away their Fate Armor is helpful. And let me take out this roaming set of jungle enemies real quick, because I will need the income from my miners. And then if we go back here, we'll see something magical. And 1 legendary plant, 2 legendary plants. So now we have 4 legendary plant effects by day 2, and we don't even have to reroll for this either. So I said before that transmutation has a long cooldown. Now we can just pop our purple potion at any time, completely refund that cooldown. And then we're gonna grab another 100% auto attack damage, so we're dealing like 3 times our base attack damage at day 2, which is pretty insane. And then I also need to come over here and find a specific building. If I remember right, it's kinda over here somewhere. We'll see. I guess I'll also grab this. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, but if we run into it as I'm doing other things, we might as well have it. And then there we go, that fixes my amplifier problem. And then, okay, good, I did buy this already. This will increase potion effects by another 50%. So with the bonus duration from the evolution and that effect, our potions last for 20 seconds now. And we're about to get their cooldown lowered as well. So they'll have a 20-second duration, but a 50-second cooldown. And the cooldown and the duration overlap. So it'll actually only be 30-second downtime on the potions. Here we go, this is the Chamber of Elixir, which reduces potion cooldowns by 5 seconds, and then another 5 second if you've got the Alchemist. This will also allow me to upgrade the potion components that I can buy here. We're going to get another huge power scaling from that already at day 2. You wouldn't be able to upgrade this quite as fast if you were playing with distortions on, because you'd probably have the night tax to deal with and the reduced gold at the start. But for this run, I'm just going to do things as fast as possible.
You have unearthed an eldritch gold mine.
Let's grab the portal over here too. That might be useful to get back over here later if I need to.
You have found one of our lost domains.
What's the cost on that? 600, okay. I can find a couple camps that have like treasure chests or something on them. That'll help things out as well. But I haven't like memorized the map specifically for where they are. Oh yeah, and then one of the reasons we're building blue amplifiers is because it just increases the duration of Mystic Transmutation. I don't know how things always get desynced between showing the range on my hero and then showing the amplifier scalings, but I always have that problem for some reason. Oh, you guys don't have money. You have money, hello. Perfect, that'll get us right up to 600. Oh, got bad rolls. Very, very bad rolls. I don't want the cooldown reduction or anything, I'm just trying to go for as much auto attack damage as possible. So sometimes you do get punished for doing that. When you buy the upgrades for either the Alchemist one, or if you have the Iron Mine to upgrade your Shardsmith, it'll always reroll what's here. So sometimes it's a good thing, and then sometimes you end up worse off for re-rolling it. I want to find the blue rarity camps so I can do potion stacking. Okay, here we go. I'm already critting for 1500 when they're both stacked. Wonder how much my power shot crits for. Hopefully I can finish off this before the potions... Nope, everything just wore out. But I will be able to reset it in like 2 seconds if I need to. My ice abilities will actually do some decent damage as well. Both because they're both scaling off of blue amps, and then somehow I got a map where everything is fire and weak to frost, so my frost is doing bonus damage. Oh, this'll be perfect. Reduced energy cost for Power Strike. That'll help me out with the night waves pretty massively. I guess I'll just do this camp real quick as I'm waiting. You can see that I'm very weak when I don't have any potion effects up, but the potion effects are so obnoxiously powerful. Be another 200 to upgrade those. I think it's... Once you get up to level 3, it's better to start buying the next tier in terms of just damage output. You want the next tier if you need more actual protection gates. But if you can get your towers to just one shot, then you don't quite need as many gates. I've been switching a lot from getting all 3 protection gates to just getting 2. How much? You have 1200. You guys are both hitting for 400. Even if I get 1 to 700, it's not quite one-shotting, but I think that's alright. I can take out a lot more of the Night Wave myself now, thanks to the half cost for Power Strike. And then it should be able to clear the rest of the wave on its own. Since I don't need as much EXP this run, I'm gonna just choose not to be here for the rest of the Night Wave. And then I think there's one more blue rarity camp I can do up here. While we're waiting for night to shift back over. Oh, I thought it was about to dash. God dang it. I wanted to see how much my power shot would hit for there, but it died. Maybe I should just reroll here. I wanted to save rerolls for the legendaries, but these are all pretty bad rolls. This won't put my amps out of whack again, so that's okay. And then both of my potion effects just ran out as well. So now we're in baby mode again. But anyways, now that we got our final ability, we have Sublime Transmutation, which... the more I play, the more I realize how OP that effect is. I actually think I used it in my Thalos run, like even my normal run, because at that point I hadn't realized how broken it was. Originally I thought it only increased the effects of Mystic Transmutation itself, but it increased both the effects of Mystic Transmutation and your potions at the same time. And it's really not hard to get this up to like 100+ % of a modifier, because you get 1% for every one amplifier you have. It's honestly like disgustingly overpowered. Especially if you go the Vitality Potion too, because the Vitality Potion can give you Fate Amplifiers. So you pop your Vitality Potion, and then you pop Mystic Transmutation, and you just get a ton of stats out of whatever's on your potions. Oh, I should have popped my purple potion there so I could reset my Mystic Transmutation, but it's fine. Now that day rolled over, my cooldowns got reset anyways. And now I'm pretty sure after I grab this last set of legendaries, I can just go win the game. Assuming they respawned properly. Yep, it looks like they both respawned properly. I don't want these. Don't want these. There we go, crit chance, and then hopefully we get something good on the last one. Nope. Okay, good. Crit chance there. And then as I'm going on my way... let's see, that's a blue one, that's white... what? I don't... I see the icon. Oh, it's hidden here. That's a white one. And that's a white one, so I don't care about any of these. I will swing down and pick up the green one, too, so we don't need to respawn any more of them. Oh, that sucks. I never thought I'd be complaining about crit, or not crit, but a cooldown reduction. But in this build... I'm just going full attack damage. The cooldown reduction doesn't really matter as much. You could use this to stack cooldown reduction as well, but I found that if I'm just trying to win the game as fast as possible, the just flat attack damage does a little bit better in the early days. Oh yeah, I'm hitting for 10,000 now. 32,000 on my power shots. The only problem is that I will have to probably wait for cooldowns again for the actual boss.
You now walk the aphotic land.
Because I think the potion duration, yeah, it's only at 26 seconds. Oh nice, this will just give me a little bit of extra attack damage while I'm here too. Yeah, so now I don't have my transmutation or my potions, but actually, by the time I make it to the boss, the potions are going to be almost back up, so that's not a big deal. And then in about 3 seconds, we can just win the game.
must act swiftly.
Doing 12k per hit. It looks like the Bastion's about to die, but I don't care because I won at like 25 minutes or 23, somewhere around there.
Traveler has taken his final breath.
I know there's builds that can win on like day 2, but I don't care about that. Those are usually dot builds. I'll have to see if martial balance is quite as OP as it used to be as well. Because martial balance used to be disgustingly broken if you just didn't pick up any amplifiers at day 1, but it got nerfed pretty heavily. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the cheese build. I'll definitely be going back to doing more serious builds too. These are just going to be like a fun thing that I throw in as more of a casual run between my more try-hard ones. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.